Qiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmond.
And this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka CDAC.
See that?
Yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool because
Smart.
It's the new
gangsta.
Baby, baby.
Wait. And if you don't know,
Now you know.
see if this will work. There we go. If you don't know, now you know.
You know, people get new toys. Get new toys in chess.
We're going to figure these toys out, man. We got tools.
Mm-hmm.
We got toys, we got tools, we got things to do. Yeah. And it's a great day in the neighborhood, man. What's good with y'all?
It's Monday.
Weekend.
It was great.
Okay.
It was a great weekend.
Because
We did Story 727. We kicked off their
Amazing.
Sunday fun day.
amazing.
Um,
And you can check the broadcast on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
yeah, it's actually on the
Live.
Club page.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see the pop-up podcast.
yeah.
We're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be pulling up on y'all, man.
Yes.
And
And we'll
then
pop
listen,
up on you.
It will
Yeah.
pop up on you.
Yeah, come on, book us.
Yeah, look us. So we can pull up, pop out, show up,
Pop
Boom.
up
show out,
and pop out.
And you know
all
what?
those things. Yeah.
And then Saturday, I was gonna say, what did I do on Saturday? Saturday, I went to see my cousin Keisha speak at New Hope
Okay.
Church. She did the women's ministry, so
Okay.
I went and did that. Then we went to the kids basketball game at Jet Jackson Center.
Okay. What was? Because I know my daughter went to a game on Friday night. She went to Gibbs in Lakewood.
No, these little children.
Okay. Gotcha. Little.
Gibbs and Lakewood basketball?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
basketball season.
Wow.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm out of touch.
Yeah, but if y'all want to see something funny, go to like the little league basketball games
Okay.
with the little kids, cause they be hustling. They,
Do they thing.
but they listen. They be running. They be holding the ball. They be traveling. They
Don't know
be
what
falling.
doing.
No, you got a couple of them,
They
but
still
when
learning.
I say this is so funny, it's so entertaining
Right.
to see these kids get out there and hustle, and then you can see the ones that really passionate about it. So yeah, so
That's their parents. That's they got a pops or a step pops.
So, like, my-
Uncle that be like, well, get out there. You gonna really?
so my cousin, he has 4 kids,
All right.
all 4 of them out there.
Okay.
3 girls, 1 boy. 2 of his kids,
Everybody balling.
2 of his kids are the athletes, right? And the other 2 don't really care.
Not so much.
Yeah, but the 2 that do,
But this
boy,
one,
yeah.
We out here today because
We out here.
Well, they really don't have a choice. He's one of them old school parents, like they play basketball, they cheer, they football. Every season they in something.
well, no, that's what we talk about though. You say, keeping kids out of trouble, you got to have something for them to do. So
And they all straight A students.
I hear that.
Now that's the
Yeah,
business.
That's the flex.
They all straight A students. So it's not just about this. They all straight A students.
Right on. Mr. Edmond, how was your weekend? Man?
Oh man, it was another powerful weekend.
Yeah.
I did a lot. I can't even remember.
Oh, forgot. Went to Dally and Consuela.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He
So
been
now I'm starting
on-
to remember the weekend. Now.
Yeah, I can't forget that on Saturday because I was busy Saturday.
Okay.
I was hop. Yeah.
I went to this right here.
No place like home.
Yes, I went to the No Place Like Home.
Yeah.
Also, the Child's Park. Out at Child's Park, the city had a CRA meeting.
the mobility. stuff.
Yes, and it was sparsely attended.
Okay.
And yeah, we got to get more involved in stuff like this, y'all.
Yeah, because it's talking about transportation and how you move around in the CRA.
And
right?
one of the things I said, because we was talking about the attendance and what could get more people involved, and one of the things I said was, is hearing people, right? Because we've gotten times and dates and different things that have been going on, different mobility studies, different studies, and when the funding comes down, it misses our community.
Yeah.
So I complete streets, right? I pointed it out. Hey, we help lobby for this. We help lobby for these dollars. And here 7 years later, we get some sidewalks on 34.
Yeah.
And don't motivate people to participate.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Because you will have, that same mobility study or that same study, which benefited the north side, right? They got millions of dollars in lanes, and they use the data of our neighborhood.
Yeah.
and we still ain't seen the dollars from the data.
You know what happened is with us is our struggles are different. You know, our priorities are different. We talk about the gap of the pay here when you're looking at whites and blacks, right? And so when you're sitting down telling people like, hey, they want to make their streets better, they would love to be there, but a lot of people are working, right? And then you got to make time for things like that. And you do get discouraged when you go into the meeting and then you see somebody else benefit from your time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then we don't get anything until like 7 years later.
Yeah.
And so what I would say is organizers don't get discouraged. The one thing to get people in is you got to give people what they want and then feed them what they need.
Yeah.
So you have to be creative to get our people in.
Yeah.
You can't just tell them you're going to lecture. We're not lecturing type of people, typically. You know,
not lecturable.
no, I'm just saying like this is, you know, we're creative. Yeah.
We want to hear. I mean, that we want to say. So,
right.
And then somebody saying stuff. Like,
Oh, it was a nice little setup. You know, they had the booths and the different, you know, stations.
yeah.
Um,
Because it's like input, right? Like, is it?
yes, it
Sticky notes, put
yeah,
sticker
yep, the sticky
here,
notes
tell me
and
what
the input.
problem areas
Yep,
are.
yep, we've done this
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
and
the
I
real
actually
thing.
went to,
Yeah.
you know, definitely support LA
Right on.
and
Shout out to
Tamika Mitchum.
Yeah.
But most importantly, I really went so that, you know, that my input could be heard.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You know,
that's
I had
the
some
main
stuff to
reason.
say,
Yeah.
and I walked around the room saying it.
Amen.
Thank you for being there. All right, so what's good?
What was your weekend?
Uneventful. Had a funeral on Saturday, and then yesterday, Story 727 out there, and then I was just working, like closing out cycles, doing some work planning, prioritizing. So yesterday was a day off, but a day on.
A day off, a day on.
You know, every time I schedule like work stuff, like when I'm not gonna do nothing but just do like stuff that really need
Yeah.
something happen.
Yeah, that's all the distractions. And they out here, they real. Kumali, congratulations on the award. I think the neighborhood awards was last week too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see who all won, but I did see Kumali in a picture saying that they did some great work over there in Harbordale. So congratulations and kudos to you and all of the neighbors and neighborhoods that were recognized during the Mayor's Neighborhood Awards last week. So would you rather? You ready?
Yeah.
Would you rather give up Amazon deliveries or social media for 6 months?
Well, I don't do much Amazoning, so
Okay,
Amazon, you're out of here.
Amazon can go.
Yeah, they got rid of their DEI, so
Good morning.
we going straight to Temu.
Okay, Timu is the
Temu,
thing.
drop it off like
Sure.
it's hot.
Okay,
Chandra.
Chandra, good morning. Drop it like it's hot. Gary, what's good? Thank you for tuning in. Sharonda, I see you. Royce, what's happening, big brother?
I guess I can. So if you give up Amazon, you got to give up Amazon Prime on your TV too.
Man, all the
Let's say Amazon deliveries or social media. Which would you do? It didn't say Prime. It just
I give out the deliveries.
Okay.
I'm okay. So I'm old school like that. Like I will order stuff from online. I like to go into stores. And,
I do too.
Yeah,
I
I do. Like I don't. Yeah.
I'm a store goer.
I like to. I'm so old school like
I'm
that. Like I
definitely a
really
store
like
goer.
to go to the
Really?
stores, look at the stuff, and I don't even like shopping. Like,
go to the store.
Cause when I go, when I go, I know exactly what I'm looking for, and I go like I have an idea what I want. I go did it, and I'm one of the people like I want to make sure it's right. You get it online, I be worried I'm gonna get the wrong thing.
See, I don't order a lot of stuff online that you can mess up.
I don't make hair.
Like I don't order clothes, like stuff. I mean, I got a couple shirts. So now that I think about it, I did get a couple shirts. And
I don't order some stuff online too that came out that be real fire.
Okay.
But
But for the most part,
I'm all right. Delivery
This is an online jacket right here.
okay.
Speaking of online,
Speaking of online,
you know, because there's nothing wrong with it,
Yeah.
but
if you had to
for
choose
one or the other.
one or the other, Amazon deliveries or social media.
I mean, I'm not a big Amazoner.
Okay.
And to be honest, as much as we're on social media,
how can we get rid of
I
it?
can get,
You
I
can't
can,
really ever put social media in,
I
in,
could.
would you rather with us?
No, but you know what? I could get away from social media. Like
Yeah.
Oh, you was off for a while.
I was off for like
Yeah.
6
Yeah, you
months,
was
and
off
then
for a
and
while.
then it, and even like some days, like I wait. It'll be to the end of the day when I really like go in there and like look at it. Like I'm not one.
Yeah, you gotta be.
No.
So put it in the chat. Let us know, what would you do? Would you rather give up Amazon deliveries or social media for 6 months? We got some politics, Mr. Edmond.
Oh, we always got politics.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, boys and girls, y'all sit up in your chair and pay attention. Take notes. We about to do politics with Mr. Edmond.
With the one and only Mr. Edmond. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Catch this train.
Get on right now. Get on. Hey, so in politics today,
Mhm.
Right.
well, if you didn't know, the president has been deporting people.
Yes, mass
Yes.
deportation.
Yes, and the
Yeah.
deportations, they getting on army planes and flying them back to Cuba, wherever they from. Colombia, I think the country was.
Colombia blocked them though.
Yeah, no, this is the new news.
Okay.
The Colombian president has stepped back and said he could take all his people back. Yes, after negotiating with President
Okay.
Trump and the stiff negotiations,
Yeah.
and the president is now taking those refugees. I won't call them refugees. They ain't refugees. What they is? Immigrants.
Yeah.
But now, how you ain't an immigrant if you going back to your house?
I don't know what you call it.
Now you're a
Yeah,
refugee
yeah.
from America.
Oh, well, you never technically made it to America.
Yeah, they was
They
here.
got here, but got sent right back.
Yes. So
So are these a result of these raids, like raiding, and then because I saw a picture of like some ICE workers in the McDonald's. Was one of the
Yes.
things I saw, like they real deal, like going to
the
people's
raids
jobs,
all.
They paying people to snitch too, ain't they?
And listen, not only that, they using all the tactics. They are even having kids call their parents to come to school and then pick the parent up.
Oh, come
That's horrible.
Cutthroat.
Come on,
Cutthroat.
man.
That's
Cutthroat
horrible.
out here. Listen.
Wow.
Hey, I ain't make it up.
Ain't nothing
No,
good
this
coming
is
out.
this ain't nothing good coming. This is
Yeah,
horrible.
nothing good
Horrible.
coming out that shelf.
So it's two sides to this table.
Okay.
Mhm.
What's being said is that the United States is under invasion by foreign.
That's the narrative that, yeah.
That's the narrative that they used to build a wall. The wall got built. Another president came and continued to build a wall. So it has to be something in it,
Okay.
right? And so that's also what allows for the army to get involved. So they're also gonna get the local sheriffs and police involved. They're gonna they're looking to really change the law or how the law is carried out
Right.
to start taking, immigrants out the country.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did see-
that's heavy.
So I guess that thing with Colombia, because what I saw was that they originally refused them. Trump responded by doing tariffs, 25% tariff. on
Yes.
goods from
And,
Colombia.
and then they turned around when the tariffs hit.
'Cause
when they
were
said
saying
this is
they
gonna
was
do
tariffs.
That was the answer.
Their answer was like tariffs on United States goods.
They said, "Bring them. They ours.
They
We'll
said,
take
yeah,
them."
Okay, they realized
Because
that
the
wasn't-
reason they said they wouldn't take them is because they're saying they weren't being treated fairly and that they were being abused.
Okay.
That was what the Colombian president said. We're not going to take them. I'm like, that don't make no sense. Now, if you saying they abused and they your people, why you ain't taking
You
them?
gonna take your
I'm just reporting the
Because the
news.
people didn't want to be there anyway. They was like,
Yeah.
oh,
And a lot of them people traveled a long way to get to America. If people don't know, like there were caravans of hundreds of people walking.
Right. Mr. Teresa said it in here too. She said Trump threatened a 25% tariff against Colombia, and that's why the Colombian president changed his mind about allowing the two planes to land.
And this is the truth of the matter,
Yeah.
right?
mhm.
We have an immigration issue, and they have to handle it. Now, whether this is the way to handle it is debatable,
Mm-hmm.
but America is we have open borders,
Right.
and
Good morning.
and they always say countries with open borders, have such and such problems,
Right.
right? And so this is something that's been going on
This
for
supposed to be
decades.
the land of the free. You supposed to
I
be
said
able
that
to come.
myself.
Like you're supposed, like everybody
did.
came here and was looking for, like, this is the place that you come to find opportunity,
Right.
and it's supposed to be a different place. And now they saying
They're
no.
changing the marketing strategy. See, that was the marketing strategy. That was a
bring
ploy
people here.
to get
Give us
people
your
here.
tide, your hold on
Yes,
asset.
we really want your intelligent and your rich,
Yeah.
your tired and your math.
But I'm finna tell
Hey.
you, when they leave, I'm finna tell you now, when they deport all these immigrants and all this other stuff, it's also gonna show and hit our infrastructure because these
hard.
people pay taxes as well.
Yes, I got another
You know
piece
what I
of that.
mean?
And it's not just taxes. A large percent of immigrant workers have not been going to work. They have been hiding out, and so when you know about agriculture and farms, you have only so much time to pick these crops, plant these crops.
Right.
So the longer these people are scared to go to work, like it can cost us like more at the grocery store. It can cost us more down the line.
Trump said inflation is not his number one priority, even though he talked about it in his campaign.
He's not prioritized.
No, it's
You
no.
can't stop inflation.
I know, but
because it's corporate wealth. All these companies with unprecedented wealth. Like if y'all don't know, the last 5 years, all these big companies have made record profits.
Yeah.
Whether it's Netflix, whether it's the oil companies, whether it's you name it, they've made record profits. McDonald's, Burger King, how can you make record profits? Because you're charging people more. Right? You're charging people more, and that's the inflation that they blamed on Joe Biden.
Right.
And that now Trump says he's gonna ignore because he knows that it's the rich corporations just charging us more for stuff.
Right.
Netflix costs $25 now.
It really does.
Netflix was $8.
Good morning,
$7.
Charlie Funk.
It's $25 now.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah. Everything is going up.
Think about that.
Wow.
That's part of inflation. Okay, and my last news.
Oh wait, while you looking
Okay.
for it, did
Go
you
ahead.
see that Trump is also saying that he's gonna fire 88,000 employees in the IRS or send them to work for the border?
So he redeploying IRS workers. So you go from crunching numbers to standing on the border. Department of Government Efficiency, is that one of those things?
I guess because remember when Biden hired all these IRS employees? So I guess now he was like, they got to go.
Yeah.
Now, while he's looking for it, another thing, it's a lot. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to stop drinking McDonald's too.
Okay.
Yes, McDonald's is one of the companies. I was gonna produce a list.
Okay.
But go ahead.
So we got McDonald's, my dear Target, Walmart,
These are
people
that's
That's moving back away from DEI.
right.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion. And I got a note on that too.
All right, so these are companies that publicly said that they're walking away from it. Now,
Yeah.
Costco's right now say that they are not. They're
Apple say they not either.
who?
Apple.
Oh, good. Amazon has went away with it. So
Meta.
it's a lot of companies that's going on. So now we say.
So you boycotting?
I don't. So this is where I'm at. There's some people that I'm boycotting. I'm like in the middle. We did cancel our Sam's Club card. I will tell you
Now
that.
you ain't in the middle. You on the field.
Okay, I'm in the field. But then I kind of heard Tabitha Brown, right?
Okay.
And she was like, "You boycott Target. You're boycotting me too."
Who is Tabitha Brown?
She's a black vegan. She has books. She got clothes. She got a lot of stuff that's in Target.
Yeah. She got to go
Yeah, she got
direct to
online.
consumer.
Yeah, there you go.
She got to go direct
So
to
she was
consumer.
saying that. Now this is what she said.
She got to go direct to consumer. You like-
But what she was
Yeah.
saying, but she was saying that if we boycott these places, just go there and buy the black stuff, like the black owned.
So when you go to the store,
I'm tired of these Negroes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just go there and buy my stuff.
Well, I mean,
Come on,
honestly,
buy it from me. We'll sell it to you online.
I mean,
But a
it's
lot
a
of them can't
possibility
do
because
that.
what they say is that if we don't buy it, it's gonna do exactly what they want us to do, is hurt their businesses.
But okay.
It ain't enough. It ain't enough. And I'm gonna say this. So people don't know diversity, equity, and inclusion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this big DI thing is put on the shoulders of the black community.
Mm-hmm.
It's always said, like after George Floyd, after all those senseless murders
Mm-hmm.
and incidents, they came out with the DEI programs.
Right.
But if you Google right now, who is the #1 recipient of DEI, it's not us.
It's not us. It's
We
definitely
are
not
the
us.
least.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say this again. We are statistically, this ain't my information, this ain't my data.
Right.
We are the least to benefit from DEI programming, and this is the study that they did on it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it feels bad to us emotionally, but the reality is we weren't benefiting from it a whole lot anyway.
I saw a post. Maria Scruggs actually posted something like that. Like a lot of the DEI programs, they would hire somebody as a DEI person, and then that DEI person would do studies and have meetings, but you never, to your point, you never really saw like the real impact.
So this is
DEI.
so I was having this conversation as well with somebody about it, and then I'm like, I get it, right? But at least we had one person in there compared. I'm just saying, then none. Now they demolish the whole thing, and now we go to zero because. So I'm in my thinking, and we can, you know what I mean? It like they didn't want to hire us at first, right? They have to hire so many agents, so many this.
No, they
this,
don't
no,
have
I'm just
to.
saying, no, but look,
But I'm saying they don't have
in
to.
the DUI, there's quote.
It's not.
I think in some.
It
There's
just means
a
that I'm going to be.
percentage.
It means I'm going to be diverse. That's it. So diversity means women. Diverse means women, different races. It doesn't mean black. So
I didn't say black.
No, I'm
No,
just-
this is what I'm saying. I never said black. Like you, like no, they don't. No, like when they
but
do
no,
it,
there
they
ain't no numbers.
so whatever they come up with, like, hey, there has to be a 10%, a 5. They have a number. They definitely, just like when they looked at school board, when they said that 25% of each school has to be black, or this is
Administrators. I think sometimes they do it where they're trying to have, like, if you got a 25% of your student body is black, then they want to have at least 25% of the admin. So they try and get parity on ratios.
There is a number. No, there is a number. But what I'm saying, now that they're taking the guidelines out, the number, whatever that number is, disappears. Now it's zero. So if you had to force them to hire the one person, they're not even gonna hire nobody now. And then I hear like the black folks that's with it be like, well, I want to be hired for my qualifications. Everybody want to. And this puts you in there that if you're qualified, you fit in this box.
And see, that's the other part of the misconception with DEI is that you just hiring people just because they're black and not because they're black and qualified.
No.
The whole idea is that you have a lot of qualified people who are being discriminated against and don't get an opportunity.
Because of their color,
right,
and their race,
and so, but when you say
and their gender.
But for a black person to say I want to be hired because of my qualifications, it's like,
duh. This is why this is here.
Like, what company is not hiring you,
Brother John Mike Lowe?
What?
It's that Mike.
Who's not hiring you? I just need to get closer. So who's not hiring you because you know you're?
But that's the whole.
you're who's not hiring you because you're qualified?
Right. So there is just because you have the DEI and they're saying like you have to have this whatever it is, you still have to meet the qualifications. What they're saying is that we're not gonna dismiss you because your race, gender, or sexual.
I agree. It's already laws. It was already laws for that, and they just abolished them too. So those laws gone too. And but my whole thought on it is like with the DEI. It's like a hope, and it's a hope because when you see the DEI, the company institutes the DEI. It's not an outside third party, nonpartisan person. It's the same company that wasn't hiring us from the beginning.
So what do you have if you don't have hope?
Yep.
So the thing is, just give me hope when I didn't have nothing. You know what I mean? Because listen, give me hope when there was no hope whatsoever. Because I knew if I qualified, if I sent it in, the likelihood of me even my application even being seen is it. Jabbar, you just seen it with your with your resumes. You check. Look, you went to a different name for a second, and they went. Bing.
Right. Yeah, but that ain't DEI. That's
saying,
creativity. If DEI was in effect and it benefit, I wouldn't have had to change nothing. See what I'm saying?
But
the false pretense that well, this is a DEI organization and they're gonna do something special, and it's not happening. It didn't happen. DI only been around 5-6 years. It only came around a couple years ago, and ain't nothing really changed in those couple years. There wasn't no whole
They had different names for it and different iterations of it.
but no, it was not diversity, equity, and inclusion.
That's what I'm saying. It was
DEI
like
came out
civil
maybe
rights. It was
5 years
affirmative
ago.
action. They had
Affirmative
different.
action
They
is
had
another law.
They had different
Those
iterations.
are laws. DEI is not a law. See, that's what
It's a
I'm saying.
policy.
I know it's all merging and
Okay.
everybody thinks it's the same. It's not.
No, it doesn't.
DEI came out after George Floyd and all that
We
stuff.
get that, but affirmative action.
It's
was
only
the-
been around 5 years.
Yeah, but listen,
Okay.
Jabbar, affirmative action said the same thing that DEI did, and then they got rid of affirmative action, and then
See?
they came in with DUI. It's the same thing.
No, they
changed
just got rid of affirmative action. Then now they get
Well,
rid of.
that's what's happening. So I think from what I was tracking was when the Supreme Court struck down the affirmative action, that's when the other company was like, oh, wait, so we really don't have to do this. And then they started unraveling and undoing their DEI programs after
Right.
the affirmative action thing came down. But I saw the executive order. I was actually in a meeting and somebody printed it and gave me a copy of the executive order. And I wish I would have brought it and just read it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way that President Trump talked about it is like it's a civil rights issue for him, right? And it was just so crazy to see as I'm reading this. He's like, I'm paraphrasing, but he was talking about the American Civil Rights Act and what his intent was. And so, long story short, he's basically saying that he's getting back to the Civil Rights Act because now the discrimination is against white people. And so that's what the DEI, he calls these illegal discriminatory programs. He's basically saying that DEI is reverse racism and it's discriminating against white folks. And so in order to uphold and stay true to the Civil Rights Act of 1965, he has to do away with these DEI programs in order to put it back into
He right. It is a form of like reverse racism because it was meant to repair what was done.
I
right?
disagree with you.
I'm just saying that's what it was meant to do. It was written to repair what was done. What was done? Somebody was racist against a group.
Yeah.
So how do we fix it?
By telling them you can't be racist against the group.
No.
That's not being racist. That's saying, hey, you're being racist.
Because
you
you
can't
want me
do
to
that.
tell you-
That's not reverse racism.
That's really not. And then on top of that, it's not like
kinda
that.
is.
No,
Are you
that-
speeding?
It ain't
Okay.
no reverse racism.
You got to
No.
slow down.
It ain't no reverse racism.
Wait. And then on top of that, they're still getting the jobs. They're still getting. So reverse racism is that now no white people get any job.
Yeah.
None. And you still see that they're still getting hired by record numbers. We still see the gap of pay for whites compared to everybody else. So all we're doing is giving everybody else a chance to catch up. Because what you do see, what was supposed to happen is that Susan, who had no qualifications, wasn't supposed to get the job because her daddy knew Bob and they just gave her the job.
And see, that's what they think DEI is for us. That's why they don't like it, because they know for the longest that's what they was doing.
Right.
And now they think DEI means we're going to do that for everybody. So this my daughter, I'm going to hire her just because she my daughter. We'll teach her when she get here. She don't have to know any of this stuff. She's not qualified for the job, but she'll get it over somebody who is. They think that DEI is just saying, okay, well now we just got to hire you only because you black, and that's not it.
No, that's not it. You have to have the qualifications.
But and you weren't getting hired because you was black. The numbers show that we were the least to benefit from the program.
Yeah. All right, so we got to take a break, and then after the break, y'all, we got a lot in play. We're going to talk about what the people say. We got a couple questions we got to ask Qiana. We're tackling a tough question too. It says, what do you do when the lifelong friendship feels one-sided? You're giving your all, but they're giving nothing back. And we're going to talk about that about 6-7 minutes after the hour right here on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
And an unusual story of teenage love unfolds. More than 20 years after it was published, Meg Rosoff answers questions about her debut work.
World Book Club, Saturday at 12 GMT.
Agape Soul Boutique. High-end boutique looks and quality with affordable pricing. Located at 6025 Martin Luther King Street South in St. Pete. Choose from our amazing selection of stylish, fashion-forward heels, wedges, boots, children's shoes, accessories, and much more. You can shop now and pay later interest-free with Afterpay. Subscribe to our website and get huge savings on our latest products at agapesoulshoetique.com. For more information, call 727-379-1318. Come give your feet the royal treatment and check us out at Agape Soul Shoetique today. Agape Soul Shoetique. High-end boutique looks and quality with affordable pricing. Located at 6025 Martin Luther King.
Round and around and around we go. Round and around and around we go. See, we had a good thing. Don't know if I'ma see you again, yeah. But is that a good thing? 'Cause boy, you can't be my man. No. This nigga wanna kick shit, but I'm tired of. Always wanna freak when he gets turned up. When you see a bad man, better holler. Ratchet asshole can't get no love. Bitch, I'm a star, better bring a crowd up. Everything I spit, you didn't wanna swallow. You just wanna fuck steak till tomorrow.
occupied West Bank, Israeli forces shot dead a 2-year-old Palestinian girl named Leila Mohammed Ayman al-Khatib on Saturday. The girl was eating dinner with her family in their living room when Israeli snipers fired 4 shots into their home near Jenin. One of the bullets hit Leila in the back of the head. Israeli forces have killed at least 16 people in or near Jenin over the past week. In Lebanon, Israeli forces opened fire on people trying to return to their homes in the south of Lebanon. Israeli forces killed at least 24 people and wounded more than 134 people. Israel had been scheduled to withdraw troops from southern Lebanon by Sunday, but the White House has announced a deal has been reached to delay the withdrawal until February 18th.
Yeah. Just like that. We're back.
We're back.
And we want to welcome you back to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
And this is Qiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmond.
This program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That?
See that?
And we would like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool, because smart is
The new
Giggity gangster.
baby.
Oh, I think this is it right here.
That's it? Okay. So
I think this is it right here.
So before the break, we were talking about a lot of these changes that's being made, a lot of things that's going on, some stuff that Trump is doing. We talked about what's good. And today's Would You Rather question is, would you rather give up Amazon deliveries or social media for 6 months? Put it in the chat. Let us know what you think. Would you rather give up Amazon deliveries or social media? Good morning, cuz. I see you, Raj. Arnisa, I see you, Miss Peanut. Thank you for tapping in, tuning in as always. Like, share, spread the word that we up, we here. So, the FDA bans red dye number 3 due to cancer risk, they say. So the FDA has announced a ban on red number 3, a synthetic food dye widely used in products such as candy, cereals, fruit cocktail, cherries, strawberry flavored milkshakes. The dye has been linked to cancer in animals and is being removed from the U.S. food supply after decades of advocacy by consumer groups. Reasons for the ban. So cancer risk. The FDA cited evidence of tumors in male rats exposed to high doses of red number 3, making it carcinogenic. There's regulatory requirements. The FDA cannot approve food additives that are found to cause cancer in humans or animals. You would think that, okay. Long-standing concerns. Advocacy groups like advocacy groups like the Center for Science and Public Interest has pushed for the ban since the 1980s. Food manufacturers must reformulate their products by January 15th, 2027. And then makers of these ingested drugs include dietary supplements. They also have an additional year to comply. Red number 3. It's a petroleum-based dye that's been used since 1907.
Listen, and they been knew that it caused ADHD, cancer, tumors. They been knew all of it, and I'm glad it's coming to an end. Yep. I wish it would be immediate, because I think there's a whole bunch of other products, that are causing a lot of health ailments to our community, and I think that we ain't. This don't even scratch the surface, of all the different things that they're pouring into our community. Remember the movie Tyrone?
Yeah. They cloned Tyrone.
In the chicken?
Yeah.
It was a joke, but y'all know how movies.
Oh no, that was good. That was a good one. I like
well,
that.
This is what I think.
I'll watch that again.
You're watching it.
But would you not eat the chicken, my brother?
Very rarely do anyway. But
would you not eat the chicken?
We getting
my
chicken. We're getting some chickens.
Getting chickens?
No, for real.
Okay.
That's real. You gotta have your own.
No, we're really getting our own chickens.
And they been cloned.
Okay.
That's a whole nother conversation.
But no, back to it.
Oh yeah, no, we know the clone.
That, like, they make stuff, and I know it affects us more than anybody else. Like typically, right?
America get a cold, we get pneumonia.
Right.
Yeah.
But what happens is when they don't control it with us, it then seeks over to them, and then it becomes a problem. And now they want to ban it.
That sounds like crack.
Right, that's really what it is. I mean, that's really what it is. Like,
Chemical
as long
war.
as it's,
Chemical warfare. Yeah.
as long as it's affecting our community and they can do it, and then they realize that like everybody's in a crisis. Everybody has to eat these chickens. Everybody got to eat.
Yeah.
Everybody not going to this.
It's not just the
No, and it's just when you see a change when their families is getting the cancers. When
So they don't eat it. I was working with a lady that worked at a chicken farm, right?
Okay.
A chicken industry. And she told me about all the stuff. And I asked her, I was like, so you don't eat chicken? She said, no, nobody does eat
the
it.
people who work in the
Everybody
factories.
who knows it doesn't eat
they
it.
don't do it. Yeah.
Everybody who knows it don't eat it.
Wow.
And
no,
then,
everybody that knows it, that ain't true. Because people,
I
we
mean-
know it and we still eat it.
I mean,
No, people
in the inside.
But it's so hard to. So I don't subscribe to all because I know there's people like forget it.
Yeah.
Like she don't eat it, and maybe
But then you got them. You got to die of something type people.
yeah.
Right.
Well,
You know that's the type of people too, right?
well,
Yeah.
You got to die of something.
You really do.
So they just
they call that social engineering.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm just saying that's what it's called.
I hear that.
They engineer you to okay, go die saying, yeah, okay, keep eating that and drinking
Yeah,
that.
because I'm trying to die of old age. How about that? The FDA also proposed limits on nicotine levels. They got to die something.
Why not OA?
Why not old age?
You was a good one.
I find that people I have, I done came to the conclusion that like I'm not worried about people who want to do stuff. Like if you do drugs,
Yeah.
I can't worry about you no more.
Really?
No, like
Just not worry about
no.
just okay. Hold on.
This is my thing. I don't. No.
The views expressed.
Oh, you.
No.
You understand? If you do drugs, I just ain't worried about you no more.
People do.
I ain't worried. If you're doing drugs, I ain't even worrying about you no
No,
more.
just say, that's your happy place. That's your happy place.
Whatever that is for you,
Whatever it is,
if it's doing it for you, then
Because what
yeah.
do you realize is that you be stressing about other people and they happy with their life.
Yeah, that's
That's right,
No,
man.
this
Nah,
is all
nah, I hear that.
jokes
No,
aside.
that's
This is
right.
what- no,
you worried and they living their
They
best.
best life.
You see them?
No.
It's turned all the way up.
Cloud nine, skipping down the street, ain't worried about nothing, talking to themselves, dancing in the
Cussing
street.
out the
I'm worried
wind.
about that poor baby.
Yeah.
I'm worried about
Yeah,
that.
I'm still worried about them.
Nope. And then, I want you to stop. I am.
Yeah.
Let me hit this one more time.
Just one more
Then we'll
time,
talk.
one more time, yeah.
And you, so what I'm saying is, I realize you gotta let people live their life.
Let them live their life.
That's
Gianna.
There's truth in everything.
It is.
So there's truth to that. But also, but we gotta be aware of like this chemical war.
Yeah.
And the
Steve Money
FDA
was good. Teresa
coming out
Morning.
saying, red dye number 3 is what we all knew it was.
Yep.
And
I mean, I did like when I first joined the nation. That was like a big,
that
you know,
was
that
one
was a
of the things.
big part
Don't
of
eat the red dye.
The red dye, yellow number 5, red number 3. Like it was different things that they would tell you. Like if you read the ingredients, like stay away from these.
When
things.
I was in jail, we used
So
to pour it
all
on
red
the.
dye is gone. They finna
Listen,
ban all red.
red dye number 3.
That's not all red dye because
No.
all of it is bad. We used
Yeah.
to pour the
We can't eat
Kool-Aid
M&Ms,
on the
red
table,
M&Ms no more.
and
It say candy.
it wouldn't go nowhere.
Say that
We
again.
used to pour the red Kool-Aid
Yeah.
with the red dye on the table,
Okay.
and you can't clean it off,
Wow.
People used to dye their hair with the red.
With
red
Kool-Aid.
Go out.
Yeah.
and they don't go on.
They used to do a tint of red.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that you said, I remember that.
And that's what we drinking in our Kool-Aid. See, you
Hair dye.
wonder why people having all these problems and all these mental issues. It's all starts with the diet.
Right on. Last thing I got on here is the FDA proposes limits on nicotine levels in tobacco products. So the U.S. U.S. FDA has proposed new limits on nicotine levels in cigarettes and certain other tobacco products to make them less addictive. This groundbreaking measure aims to reduce smoking rates, prevent new smokers from developing lifelong habits, and save millions of lives. The nicotine levels would be limited to 0.7 milligrams per gram of tobacco in cigarettes. The products that are covered, the rule applies to cigarettes, cigarette tobacco, roll your own tobacco, most cigars, including cigarillos and lard, and pipe tobacco. The rule does not include e-cigarettes, nicotine pouches, heated tobacco products, water pipe tobacco, which is hookah, smokeless tobacco or premium cigars. How y'all feel about the
Hookah?
Yeah, well, they saying hookah is not going to be included in this ban.
Oh yeah, I just shared y'all what we were talking about.
Okay.
But I think it got to be done.
Yeah.
Cause tobacco killed so many people for so many years,
Right.
and I'm just shocked.
Yeah. That is
that they let it do this.
That is still here. Yeah.
And they let it do this. And like when they talk about canceling the vape pens and all the people with vape.
Right.
And I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all skipping the tobacco?
Yeah. And they said smoking remains the leading cause of preventable death in the United States, claiming 490,000 lives annually and contributing to over 16 million smoking-related illnesses.
So that's the cancer.
Yeah. And other illnesses, because, you got like lung issues, heart disease, a lot of stuff that's smoking-related. The FDA estimates that this proposal could result in 12.9 million people quitting within 1 year of implementation, and 19 million people will quit within 5 years. By 2100, it could prevent 48 million youth and young adults from starting smoking. And also they said the smoking-related health care costs exceed $240 billion annually, and the policy could significantly reduce this financial burden. So it sounds like the insurance companies probably got something to do with it.
Never mind, I ain't gonna say it. Cause
it's crazy.
I don't understand why people smoke. Like the harshness, like
It's because they're addicted.
Yeah, but like the harshness that comes down your throat, like with the smoke, like
Yeah, but that's the thing. They're saying that the nicotine levels is what
that keep people
that keep people hooked on these things.
Wow.
FTC. So since we doing initials and we talking about alphabet, so the Federal Trade Commission, they're targeting hidden fees in rental housing industry. Potential lawsuit against Greystar is one of the companies. So the FTC is preparing a lawsuit against Greystar Real Estate Partners, the largest apartment landlord in the U.S., for allegedly charging tenants hidden fees and engaging in deceptive pricing practices. These fees reportedly include costs for pest control, trash services, and tenant background checks that were not clearly disclosed in rental agreements. And the allegations are that they failed to provide the tenants with full transparency regarding the additional fees that were tied to their rentals. If the lawsuit proceeds, Greystar would be the first major apartment landlord to face formal government allegations of hidden fees. The company claims that it has worked towards improving fee disclosures and introduced a fee guide in 2024 to enhance transparency. However, critics argue that this effort falls short of full compliance with consumer protection standards. What y'all think about this? Should they sue hidden fees?
I mean, I think all hidden fees need to be gone.
I hate hidden fees.
You should set up in your chair. It just hit you.
I think they all need to be gone.
I hate all the hidden. You know how like you go on Priceline or something and you book a hotel, you book something, and then you get to the resort and then they got like 50 more fees that you got to pay.
I just got into it with them about that.
Yeah, like no, charge me what you gonna charge me. If there's a resort fee, put it in the price.
Yeah,
Don't
tell me that.
Don't nickel it. I hate to be nickeling and dime.
Yeah.
Like I hate it. Like just so
What's the fee is the price is the price.
The price is the price. If you got a $25 resort fee, put it in the price of the room.
Yeah.
Like
you got to pay the taxes. Oh, you got to pay your resort fee. You got to pay your booking fee. You got to pay your cancellation fee.
Just
all of that come later though.
But
that's the small print.
That's if I cancel. But if I'm going there and the room say $102, I want to pay $102.
Airbnb get you like that too, right?
Yeah, sometimes
with the cleaning fee.
If you don't clean up,
it's like a $12 a night room, but it's a $450 cleaning fee.
The cleaning. I went to California. The cleaning fee was just as much as the room rental.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, it was a townhouse condo like place.
Right.
But it was.
Who y'all got cleaning? Jesus.
Oh my God. That's another one of the gags though, because I saw it. That's like you said. The room is $200 a night. Let's just say the cleaning fee probably $150.
Yeah, $179.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
Yeah, that's right. Something like that. One of them numbers.
Yeah.
Right?
or you got your shipping fees that exceed the price of the.
Oh, I just went through that too.
You just ordered something. Okay, oh, you think you got a
I
deal?
did that too. They got me.
You get a deal. Oh, $100.
I got three shirts for $5, but it costs $20 a piece to ship them to you.
Hey, I swear. And this is the messed up part. And I'm glad we touched on this. This is on topic, but off topic. The cell phone agreements that we signed.
Ooh.
So y'all know, they just canceled TikTok.
Okay.
I took TikTok off my phone.
Okay.
TikTok back.
Listen,
It was back less than like 12 hours.
I took it off my phone. I tried to re-download it and everything. It wouldn't come back. But
Okay.
guess what's on my phone? Guess what's still sending me messages and updates? TikTok.
So you still
I
getting
took the
TikTok
app off my
notifications
phone.
without the
I
app.
still get the notifications. So I said, oh, so I must have agreed to give them permission to my phone that I didn't realize.
Yeah.
That even though I don't have the app on my phone anymore,
still can communicate.
they're still going through my phone.
Yeah.
And I just imagine how many other apps are doing that to
All of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's in the terms.
Every single. Nobody reads that.
Well, we need a lawyer. We
Yeah.
need somebody to go after them about this.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing. Once you they put it there for you, and then you have to agree. You check that box to agree to terms and conditions. It had that little blue line on it for you to click on it if you want to read. And most of us
I wonder if
ain't
somebody
clicking on it and reading.
because you don't have nobody to talk to. So can I take out line 512?
I agree with all of this, but I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boo, 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 boo. How do you negotiate
How
your
do you
contract?
negotiate the terms? It's all or nothing with these terms and conditions. Yeah,
It's all or nothing.
all or nothing with the terms. And
And that goes back to us having representation because our elected officials have did us a disservice.
okay.
They've let the tech companies really go haywire. They can do anything they want. The intelligence or the how can I say, the technical knowledge that it took for them to accurately protect us, they didn't have.
Okay.
Right? So now the tech giants are bigger than the government itself.
Yeah.
Right? They these people the biggest
They
thing
in the
ever.
government, like Elon Musk is a tech giant,
Exactly.
and he's in the government.
Exactly.
And nobody banned him for his.
All
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Y'all want to do what the people say?
What the people say?
What the people say? So today we're going to dive into this. It was a viral Facebook conversation that was started by Brittany Williams. Shout out to Brittany. She's a mother who opened up about an issue that many parents are afraid to admit. Not liking their kids.
What?
Brittany, who recently gained custody of her two oldest children, shared her struggles in a raw and emotional post that struck a chord with a lot of parents. Here's the big question. Do you like your kids? Now, we're not talking about the unconditional love that you have for them, but whether you genuinely enjoy the people they're becoming, their attitudes, and their mindset. Do you like your kids?
I like my kid, but there's some days that I don't like her.
Okay.
No, this is for real.
Come on now.
There's some days that I don't like her, and I be like, no, I don't want to have nothing to do with her today, and I don't.
Okay.
And you know what? She got days like that she don't like me.
Yes.
And she don't want to deal with me. And I know when them days is, if I call her, she don't pick up.
Right.
And we got a good relationship. There's, for us to think that you're going to like somebody 24 hours a day, 365 days of the year is crazy.
Okay.
Love and like is two different things. You don't like your spouse every day.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You don't like your job every day. You can really love it, but there's days that you just don't like it. And if you sitting up here saying that you like your kids every day, I'm saying you're lying.
You calling BS?
Yes.
Gonna call BS. Do you like your kids? Mr. Edmond, you like your kids?
Yeah. And I like them every day, but this is the thing. I don't think about
Your kids don't get on your nerves?
I mean, of course.
And
but
that's a like, oh.
but that's not me saying, oh, nah, I don't like them. I think what Brittany is saying is she really doesn't like her children.
Yeah,
And she ain't talking about today or tomorrow.
Did you see it?
No,
Did you
I'm
see
just,
it?
I'm just interpreting it.
Okay, no, because it was like a.
She don't like
So
them.
she made the post originally, and then it says the post that started. Brittany shared that she loves her children deeply, but struggles to like them because of their attitudes, entitlement, and lack of
You done
respect.
did that to them, sure.
She revealed how She revealed how different they are from her youngest child, who was raised with her and how this disconnect is affecting her mental and physical health. So the other part of the story is that she just got custody. She just got them back.
Yeah.
And now that they're back, I think they're maybe like 13, 14. And she don't like the kids that
she don't like who they become.
Yeah.
You know, the entitlement, and that's real. I mean,
and that's all I'm saying.
That's real. That's real.
And Mr. Peanut, you saying, do you like your kids? Not do you like them every day? That's still the same question.
Okay.
She don't like. I know why she don't like the kids though, because they have been raised by someone else with a different parenting style.
Yeah.
And so that's what she's disliking, the parenting style that those kids took. And I can see that.
Yeah.
And then you come in.
That's what you say, the entitlement, the bad attitude, lack of respect.
Because some people don't know how to tell children no and stay in the child's place and, you know, just the basics.
Right.
And so that's why these kids are so out of place.
And then when you start putting down discipline.
Yeah, now they don't like you and we don't like each other now.
Right. There you fix everything.
We just don't like each other.
Now we bumping heads. So, yes, I can understand.
That's all it is. You don't like me, so I don't like you either.
Right. Now what?
Now what?
Give me that phone.
Clean up your room.
Give me that phone I bought. Get off that game I bought. Hang up that. Clean up.
You made me mad. You don't think I'm mad?
So this actually sparked a flood of responses from other parents that were sharing their feelings. Kelly Kane said, "I don't like my daughter from 15." She said, "I didn't like my daughter from age 15 to 23, but it gets better. Be patient and pray."
15 to 23?
Yeah, that was almost 7, 8 years.
Actually, no, because you know what? That's a hard age when you're coming 14, 14, 15. Like that could be a hard age just because you're trying to figure out yourself. You know, they think they know everything.
Yeah.
You try to tell them like, hey, if you don't. So parents, there's no rule book, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't have structure when they're young, and I mean, this is 1, 2, 3. When you think it's the cutest of them being defiant, not listening to you, doing temper tantrums and all of that. If you don't check them at 1, 2, and 3, you're not going to be able to check them at 15, 16, 17 because they're out of control at that. It's gonna, and I ain't gonna say because you know I don't subscribe to all. It's gonna be very hard.
Hard.
It's gonna be very, very hard
this thing that
to
you
come
used
in.
to say was cute is now a problem.
Especially when it's a boy and he get to be bigger than you.
Oh yeah,
What?
yeah. The teenage sons.
Life has a way of showing you the error of your ways if you want to look.
Candace Phillips, she said, "I like my daughter because she's my sidekick, but I don't like some of her ways or the attitude she gives me every time she's told something."
And I will tell you this, Candace, when you saying that, when you say she your sidekick, what happened is she thinks that she's your peer.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that line gets crossed. When you tell your children,
when you start telling them something,
like, oh yeah, you my baby. Like you really gotta. There's a thin line between friends, but people, it's mixed because you want to have fun with your children,
right?
But then a lot of times you let your kids know too much, and this ain't about you, Candace. So don't take that. Like your kids all in your business and all that other stuff. You have to find separation in between your time and your kids' time, like where they're not, when you're joined at the hips with them. I'm one of them parents. I can tell you, like Cheyenne was joined at the hip, and sometimes we had to make her understand that, like really, no. And I used to tell her, like I'm friendly to you, but I'm not your friend. Now we're more friends than we was back then.
Right.
Like Auntie Vicky, my friend, and your cousin Brittany, yours.
Right.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
But you know, like, but you really gotta stand. Like I'm telling you, y'all.
So Qiana Thrash, she said, and here's a different take on it too. She says, "I'm 29, and I've always felt like my mom didn't like me. I wish she would have just said that."
Oh,
but listen. It is tough. Now that you think about it, I can really say, especially people with a lot of children with multiple kids, because kids all have different personalities. And I know parents that don't like their kids. Wow. And sometimes it shows in their parenting.
And I think sometimes that's the other part too. Because just think about it, she's like she's 29 and she felt like her mom didn't like her. What type of impact that has?
That has to be very sad and lonely.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? And then but on the flip side, she might have been a really difficult child.
Yeah.
China, I'm sorry. Like, I mean,
China, you might have been tough.
You might have been tough. You might have been that like, you know how like sometimes you try so hard you just don't know what else to do. Like you talk back all the time. I done popped you in your mouth. Not saying you did all that, but
Yeah, we don't
like,
condone
we
violence.
don't condone
I
that.
done
But
popped
I
But
done,
we do believe in whooping kids.
yeah, but
We
like,
don't condone violence, but we do.
But we do believe in whooping kids.
put you in timeout. I done sent you to boot camp. I done did all this other stuff.
How you gonna send somebody to boot camp? Don't you do that?
No, I'm just saying you try. People go to extremes.
That was
trying to
yes,
help
that's
them.
very extreme.
But people try to do whatever to save their children.
I heard
Right.
that.
We got a caller on the line.
Call
Caller,
on
we talking about do you like your kids? What's your thoughts? Mm-hmm. Mm. Right. Right. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I hear that.
And that made me
Thank you,
think,
thank you
right?
for that contribution.
That made me think. So you have to get to a certain level of relationship with your child to
Mhm.
even know if you like them.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? You because some parents you ain't gonna even know your child's real personality. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You have to get to a certain level of relationship to know. Okay, man, I don't like this little.
I just don't like it.
You know what I'm saying? You got to get to that because a certain level. Just go sit down, go to your room.
I'm with the don't like their ways, but I don't think I ever not like my children. Like as I think about it, and then that was one thing, and then the other thing that came up was the Denzel Washington the movie.
I made you, so I'm gonna take that.
Ain't nothing in here say I gotta like it.
Yeah.
I make sure that I
Fences.
yeah, fences. So, I make sure that you eat. I make sure that you're taken care of. Like, ain't nothing in this contract to say I gotta like.
Oh, that's
you.
when he asked for $20. He asked that for
No,
$20.
he said, "Why don't you like me?"
No, but he had asked me for $20.
Okay,
That's
and he was like, "Yeah."
I mean, honestly,
Mm.
I heard what Reno said. Listen, kudos to you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, if y'all know, me and Cheyenne work
Yeah,
heavy,
that's
and me
right.
and my other kids rock heavy too.
Right. You have days when you don't like them.
Saying that days I don't like them,
But
and
that ain't the same as saying you don't like them.
Yeah, not like them at all.
Yeah, that,
Yeah.
No.
She
And
didn't say
maybe-
days. She said I don't like them.
Yeah, and again,
Entitlement.
the context is different. Like these are children who she just regained custody of. She just got them back, and they were raised by somebody else. And now you getting to know them, and as you getting to know your children, and this was what she was saying in the video. She was talking about like how she had to fight to get them back, and so she had all of these ideas about how she thought it was gonna be. Like now I'm gonna get my kids back. We're gonna be doing all of this stuff. We're gonna be a family again. And now she get them, and now these like just some
And what
entitled,
you-
bad attitude,
kids,
type
and you know what
kids,
it
and
is?
she don't like them.
Also is, and it's probably that she doesn't not like them. She doesn't like the situation.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because what happened is your expectation is not being met.
yeah,
The plan and the dream that you have put in your mind of what your family look like.
So that's the disappointment. That's what Reno, when he called, he said he's been disappointed in his children.
Which feels like dislike.
Because she had this expectation.
Right, which is at this point, the disappointment it feels like dislike.
Yeah.
So if you say I'm disappointed or dislike, it's almost equal to the same thing.
Okay.
Tomatoes, it's just how you want to call it. Right?
Mr. Edmond?
Go ahead.
I think there hasn't been a connection made with her and her kid.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Because when you have a connection with a person or people,
Right.
you can take and accept certain stuff. Oh, that's just how they is.
Yeah.
But they ain't, like you say, she ain't had them, so they ain't really got that bond or built that connection yet.
Right.
Because it's hard. Oh, I don't like my kid.
Especially at this point.
It's hard to even say that.
Yeah.
But what she really need to do is just like it's foreign for them as well.
Yeah.
Right? And you have people who think they know everything and not fully developed at this point trying to figure out this new situation as well.
Yeah.
So
And you never know what type of trauma they experienced,
Right,
where they
and all
were,
this
and how
stuff.
they. Yeah.
I know she's not listening, but what I will tell you is that we're advocate for therapy.
Yep.
here is that this is when you need to bring somebody else in to
There's so much more to this. I'm gonna see if I can find that video because she talked about that too in the therapy, and it was just a lot, right?
it was a lot. So
Yeah, it was a lot. She said he went to therapy, and the therapist asked the child, name one thing you love about your mom, and the child had nothing. And that sent her spinning into a spiral too. It's like you can't think of, but it's to your point. Like they don't have a relationship. I don't. Yeah.
And this is and so.
But that sent her spinning. You know what I mean? Because it's like they ask you to say one thing about this person who you really don't know. What's one thing you love about this person, and you don't really know that person? It's gonna be hard for you to come up with something.
The counselor was wrong for asking that question.
No, she wasn't.
It was out of context.
No, it
they don't
wasn't.
know each other.
No, but you
ain't thinking about how the mama feelings is.
But
you see what I'm saying? We gotta have emotional intelligence. We get in the room and I tell you we ain't been together and I don't know the kids. And then hey, what you love about your dad? I don't know.
But
I don't know this dude.
Then that make the dad feel bad. But that's the reality that we got
because of the relationship. Yeah,
not necessarily.
But the thing
that's
is,
right.
But I'm gonna on the flip side, as a parent, you need to know that. Like you need to know, like the only way you can fix
like
the
you
problem,
need to hear that and see that. Like it's,
so then, like it may hurt.
Maybe not in that setting.
No,
that's
that
a tough one though.
No, in that setting is the best setting. Do you want to hear it in your house? Why there's nobody else to kind of guide you through this conversation?
If you don't know me.
No. Listen, I don't like nothing about you.
But if you
that ain't what you want.
But
that ain't what you said. But if you have somebody's license who's trained to do this and say, hey, what do you like about your mom? And they say nothing. And then now I can look at them and tell her, like, listen, this is the reason why. It's because y'all didn't have a foundation. And what you need to do is now start to build that foundation. So that gap is now,
I'm going to tell the doctor, see, you know we ain't had nobody there. I just told you I just got to get in. What you asking dumb questions
like that? That's why black people don't come to therapy.
A question like that. Come on, man.
That's not the truth. I don't think I'm just saying, like, if you people are afraid of the truth. They want somebody to sugarcoat something and then put a Band-Aid on it so that it's not fixed. You gotta
That's why you go to a doctor.
So how does the doctor get to it if
Ms.
they don't
Peanut say you gotta hear it.
You gotta get to the root of the problem. If the doctor is sugarcoating it and not getting to the root of the problem, what's the use of going to the doctor? This is like the fake medicine that we getting that ain't getting us fixed. We want to fix the problem, and to fix the problem, you gotta get to the root of it. And if I don't have no connection to you, you gotta hear that. Only way we can get it, because if
I
you
feel like
fall asleep,
I don't have to like you. I ain't gotta like you.
Point.
And that's the root of it. And that's what Denzel was at. And he gave him the blood raw truth. He didn't sugarcoat it.
That's what Qiana said. She wish her mama would have did with her. So listen, y'all.
I hear that.
All right, so this isn't about bashing kids. It's about honesty. Parenting isn't always a hallmark moment. Many parents feel conflicted about the behaviors and attitudes of their children and they display, especially when circumstances like separation, trauma, and generational differences come into play. Therapists often encourage parents to separate love from like and address these feelings without shame. One of the commenters said, take time with them individually and try to see where their heads are at. Give them grace. They weren't raised with you, and they may be hurting in ways that they don't even know how to express. And so give yourself grace, give the kids grace. But don't not like the kids all the time.
Yeah,
I mean, you can not like ways, not like things, but
I still want to know what make the doctor ask the kid what you
love about this stranger.
We having a hard time. We coming to see you, doctor. Don't ask no stupid question.
Yeah,
that's stupid.
I think it's stupid, but
I do. If we already done wrote this big letter on Facebook about.
This big letter just happened.
Oh yeah.
So this
the like, look, y'all. I'm losing my mind. I don't know what else to do. Like I really feel like I don't like my kids, and I just gotta say that. And it was like I just gotta say it.
After what went through,
like all the stuff we've been going through,
the doctor done told the kids.
Man, I just don't like these little jokers.
But that's what adds to those sour feelings as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But this is when parents got to be parents like adults. And I know we give people passes, but this is when you have to be the bigger person. You are the person that are guiding and leading them into adulthood. So when you're telling somebody else, you're as a parent, you're supposed to show them the path to take. And the idea is that they're gonna outdo me.
Yeah, you
know
want
what
them
I
to be
mean?
better than
You want them
you
to
are.
be better
Yep.
than you, and then like I had to take. So just think, they had to accept that they were snatched away from you, and then you had other children in the household. So
Yeah.
in their mind, this could have been like, why didn't she fight for me harder back then, where I wouldn't taken away, but she kept this one? You know what
I'm
I
gonna
mean?
send you
So
the
you
video.
got.
Yeah,
I'll send you the
that's
video
understandable.
because it's a, like I said, it's a lot in that, but I don't want to
No,
we
you
got to
don't
ask
have to,
Qiana.
but
We got
it's-
some community events. And so,
No, but I'm just saying, when
This
you're
is deep subject.
unfolding,
it is. It's tough.
It's
It's a
when
tough
you're
one. Yeah.
unfolding all these things, when you have
You gotta
children,
be the adult. You gotta be the adult.
you
though.
gotta be the.
Yeah.
And so, like being an adult, some things you gotta
Yeah, you
hear
gotta
that
deal
you
with that.
don't like, and
Yeah.
you gotta show your children how you deal with it in a proper way.
But even as an adult, you still entitled to your feelings.
You are.
Still entitled
right.
to have your emotions. You still entitled to feel a way.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Just because I'm your parent don't mean I don't have feelings.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I agree
And
with
so
that.
that means, yeah, watch your mouth.
Yeah.
You don't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing. Shit,
And
just
if you
be quiet.
consistently don't watch your mouth, then I got a problem with you, and I just don't like you. I don't like the fact that you don't watch your mouth.
I told you
When I
not to-
tell you,
I done told
and you just keep going and being reckless with your mouth. At this point, I just don't like you.
So listen, what we're talking about is, I'm gonna say, at the Collard Green Festival, we will be having
Upcoming events. So let's talk about it.
At the Collard Green Festival, we will be having a men's mental health, women's mental health.
Right on.
We will be having unity and strength conversations with couples, and we'll also be having a conversation anchored by faith.
Yes.
Love that.
Right.
Good.
This will be at the Collard Green Festival. What this year is all about: building our community up and our families, and making sure that our mental is on point.
I hear that.
You know, so like, yeah, that's one
Make sure that
thing.
you tap in. Also, the Pinellas Opportunity Council, their youth development program, is now accepting applications. It's a comprehensive program that supports students' mental, emotional, and physical, financial, and educational growth. It's 12 weeks of training and 6 weeks of employment and skills development. And the deadline to apply is February the 12th. I'm actually going to copy it now and put this application in the chat. So if you know a youth that wants to participate, have them fill out the application. There are limited slots, so you can tap in. And then the state of the city.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, the state of the city address is coming up. Let me see.
The state of the city, anything like
yeah.
that hole on 16th Street.
Ooh.
Anything like what?
That hole on 16th Street, we in trouble.
if that's an indication of the state
I want to
of the
ask.
city.
I want to ask the people. What do you think the state of the city is? How you feel about it?
Yeah, that's a good one. So we can do that. Let's do that Wednesday, because the state of the city address is going to be delivered by Mayor Ken Welch on Tuesday, February 4th at 10 a.m. The Palladium Theater is the place that it'll be, and they're saying this public events will talk about the resilience of St. Petersburg following the back-to-back hurricanes, highlight some milestones achieved in Mayor Welch's third year, and share a vision for what's ahead. So y'all make sure that y'all tap into that as well. Mm-hmm. And then there's an opportunity for nonprofit organizations. So if you're a local nonprofit and you are doing work to support at-risk youth or disengaged youth right here in St. Pete, there's a grant opportunity for career and college readiness. The city of St. Pete has launched the Youth Opportunity Grants for Career and College Readiness program aimed at empowering youth ages 3 to 24 to achieve their full potential. The applications opened on January 13th. The deadline to apply is February 10th, and the grant amounts are $20,000 per nonprofit. Y'all can reach out and find out more about that.
And they're doing like 4 groups or something like that? Okay.
Yeah. So it's funding, I think, for 4 groups.
Of the 20,000.
20,000 for 4 different groups that are working with youth.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well,
Y'all want to do Ask Qiana?
let's go ahead.
All right, hold on. Let's see if we got the intro.
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Qiana.
OCGC.coop. You can learn more about them there. One Community Grocery Co-op, OCGC.coop. All right, dear Qiana, I've been friends with someone for what feels like forever, but lately it's like I'm the only one keeping the friendship alive. I'm always the one checking in, being there when they need support, and making plans. But when I look at it, they never seem to do the same for me. I feel drained and unappreciated, but the thought of walking away after all these years feels impossible. Am I holding on to a friendship that's already gone, or is there something here worth saving?
To be honest, you're the only one that can answer that.
Okay.
What's important in you into your life. The good thing is that this is your universe, so you allow and take away whatever you want in your life. And so if you find no value in it, then you can limit yourself or completely cut it out. Right.
Yep.
And a lot of times what happens is we're grown now.
That's a real thing.
It's grown out.
Yep.
It doesn't mean that this friendship doesn't mean that same to your friend.
Right.
It's just that life be lifing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of times you can't get together like you want to. And y'all may be on two different paths and different pages in your life right now. Like you might want to party and do all that other stuff. She's raising kids and has a husband. You may be single. I don't know what y'all situation,
the dynamics,
the dynamics of both of y'all different lives. But just because somebody can't pour into you like you want them to do, doesn't mean that they don't care about you.
Okay.
That's on one aspect, and you may be requiring a little bit more than she willing to give.
Okay.
You know, like just because you're that person, you can't expect you out of somebody else.
Okay.
And a lot of people expect themselves out of somebody else. So whatever you desire and you want, what you do it from the heart. Like if you call her on her birthday. And I'm not saying that you don't have to be upset and hurt that she didn't remember yours, but she might not remember nobody's.
That's true.
You know?
Like you've been friends for all these years. You kind of know, you know your friend.
You know your friend, you know, and there are selfish, you know, if your friend is just naturally just selfish.
Right.
And I mean, honestly, there's a conversation that you could be had should have, because if you're feeling some type of way, you allow your friend to address it.
Right.
You know, hold on.
Talk about it.
Caller,
caller,
we're doing Ask Qiana, and we're talking about a friendship that feels like it's one-sided. What's your thoughts? Yeah. 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 Yep. Right. I hear that. Yeah. Yep. That's what I say. Yeah, I'm always the one checking in, being there when they need support, and making plans. Yep. Right. Thank you for that. Appreciate.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that as well.
Yeah.
I totally don't disagree
Reciprocity
with
is real now.
Yeah, it
Reciprocity is
But
real.
again, you're the only one that can determine
If that's the question that was like, okay, am I holding on to a friendship that's already gone, or is there something worth saving here? That is the question that on the individual.
Yeah, because like you
it don't even feel like the friendship gone. It's just like that's how you feel. You need to talk to your partner. You need to talk to your friend.
That's what I was thinking too, Mr. Edmond. Like if that's really your partner, then have a conversation. Like, what's up? Like, what's happening?
My birthday was yesterday. What happened? Shit, I don't know my birthday.
Damn, you don't call me no more every time. Like,
I have a friend, like I have different friend groups. We don't call people out. Like, yo, like we feel like you selfish.
Yeah.
Like we don't get like, no, we really don't.
Well, y'all tough friends.
No, I'm good friends though. That's good
Like
friends.
we feel like we show up for you, you don't show up for us. What the
Yeah.
deal is?
Mhm.
Like if you don't want to
smart,
be here, let
yeah.
us know because we can exclude
But then
or
that's
include.
but that's when you hear like, nah, man, it ain't really that. It's like
No.
it's just life been lifing, and you know, I've been dealing with some stuff that y'all really don't know nothing about. Like,
Communication is the infinity, though.
yeah. Once you have communication, you increase the affinity. Yeah,
And
and,
then-
the reality. Like,
And when
yeah.
you have those conversations, sometimes you feel like you are a good friend,
Okay,
but then you realize that you have lacked as well.
okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I
So have the conversation, and your friend can tell you the reason that they stopped checking on you, the reason they stopped
Why you
picking up. Yeah, they started like it was something that you did that they probably didn't say nothing about
Right.
either. Because that's how people do. You know, people do you that way. They just stop messing with you, but they won't tell you why they stopped messing with
even though you may check.
you. You ever seen that? Like they just don't mess. Like it's okay. Don't worry about it. But I just ain't messing with you no more.
Right.
And so when you have that conversation, you might find out.
Cause like you may check in, but the one time that she really needed you to check in, you didn't.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the time that I really needed
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Like, you know,
Or that time she checked in with you and you was like you didn't
You
need
checked
nothing
out.
and
And you picked the phone.
you checked out. Or she made a plan and you didn't reciprocate.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there could be a lot of different. But what
Yeah.
I will tell you is, have a conversation with your friend.
Please.
And
Yeah.
thank you. Like, and then you'll determine if you want. And she doesn't have to be your number one person.
Right.
She don't gotta be.
She don't gotta
No,
be.
she don't gotta be.
My best friend right now.
Mm-hmm.
I talk to less than I talk to probably anybody else.
Yeah.
I probably talk to her twice a year. Like, you know, like I really don't talk to her. But
Right.
she knows she call me, I'm there, and she boom, 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 boom. And she probably feels
I got friends like that too.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that we don't have to talk every day, you know, every week for that matter.
mm-hmm.
But if you call me and you need me, I'm coming. Like
That's
you,
it.
you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, and I got friends 35-year, you know, relationships, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
but we don't talk every single day, you know, like that.
Look, I have the one thing I'm blessed with is long-term friendship,
Yeah.
right? My oldest friend probably been since I was 2 years old. We still rock heavy to
That's
this
long,
day.
long.
You
Long,
know what I
long.
mean?
Long.
I can say Brainstorm. I don't talk to Brainstorm every day, and we done been rocking since like 5 or 6. You
Right.
know, like I got some real long-term friends that I don't talk to, and I don't take it personal because like I know them, so like I'm probably the one that probably reach out and remember way more stuff than them, and don't feel because that's who I am.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's who they, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I just you got to know your friends, but have a conversation, let them know how you feel, and move forward from there.
Right on. All right, and this is that's been the Ask Qiana. So Ask Qiana again is brought to you by the One Community Grocery Co-op, OCGC.coop. Make sure that y'all tap in, check in, tune in, all of that good
Make
stuff.
sure y'all join the co-op, man. Go look on the Facebook and join the co-op.
Please,
Yeah.
please, because we definitely need the support,
Yeah.
and we giving that website for you to do it. Now, don't just like hear it and be like, "Yeah, I heard about it." No, go take the action. Take some actions. Do some stuff. All right, that's all I got, y'all. Open forum. What's on your mind? In the few minutes we got on this motivational Monday, what's the motivation this week? What's the phrase that pays? What's getting you through this week? What's your mantra for this week if you had one?
For me, what's getting me through this week is I got so much work to get done, and I'm ready to see the finished product.
Okay, yeah,
Like I want
Yeah.
to see the finished product, and I want to see it now.
right.
So
I
the
hear that.
longer I push it off, the
longer you
it's gonna
have to
take
see the
me, right.
to see
And
the finished product.
I want to see it
Yeah.
right now. I like to see how people receive it. You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
anticipation of everything that's coming on, like about to happen. So yeah.
Yeah, I hear that. I'm canceling busy work this week.
That's right.
Canceling busy work.
I can't.
Busy work. Like I gotta really be productive because it's a lot of like big rocks that I need to move, some major things that I need to like kind of push off, and it's some filler. You know the
Your
theory.
fillers to
You
go-
know the theory. Yeah, I just got them like move them out because they feel good and it's meaningful, but it's not as impactful as some of the things that I really need to be giving
Right.
my attention to. So I'm like looking at my calendar, looking at my to-do list, and if it's something that's that I'm classifying as busy work,
That's it.
then it's going to be deprioritized this week. That's kind of how I gotta do it because honestly, after counsel right now, and I ain't never been to prison, so I don't know how I feel to come home from prison, but I've been to jail. But it feels like I just got home from prison because everybody want to see you, want to check in with you, and I got people I want to see that I ain't checked in with, and stories that I'm being told that I couldn't be told when I was a council member. So it's just so I've been doing like 3 weeks of just catching up with people, checking in with people, and I'm starting to feel like, okay, yep, that was nice, that was fun, and it's some stuff that we're planning. But it's some stuff that I had already in the works that I really got to lock in and put my attention on. So this week, what's getting me through, man, is canceling the big work.
I like it.
Yeah. Mr. Edmond, what's getting you through, man?
Oh, man. Just still going, keeping it going.
Yeah.
A lot of work, just like you stopping the busy work and getting to the work that matter.
Yeah.
Right?
For real, man.
Getting down to the get down.
Yeah, because it's stuff that's important, but it's not urgent, right?
Right.
And then you got stuff that's urgent that's not important. And so just knowing like, okay,
how you gonna handle it?
how I'm going to handle, these things that are important and they're not urgent, because what happens is that urgent stuff take up a lot of time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, all of this stuff is urgent, but it's really not as important as I've made it.
And I need to so I'm with you on that because I got urgent stuff that has to happen, but it's not productive for me right now.
Yeah,
Like,
as impactful as the things that like, okay, when I get this done, that's going to open up so much more,
right?
Things, and so just really being intentional with the focus and that kind of stuff, man. Because it's hard out here, man. A lot of stuff going on. The world is crazy. People, life
is life.
All the things, man. Yeah. We got 4 minutes.
Yeah, 4 minutes.
Radio silence.
So ain't no silence.
I hate you saying.
Final thought.
My final thought. Let's just get the work done. We say we got something to do. And it's a lot of opportunities. Challenges are opportunities.
Yeah.
And every time you feel you being challenged, or that the national news or somebody from some White House somewhere is challenging you, just look at it as an opportunity and see how you can take that opportunity to really move up for yourself, your family, and your community.
Love that. Qiana.
I'm gonna say, be the change you want to be, right? And I'm unity. Thank
you for that, because that's actually the news for today.
Yeah, unity.
Yeah, Habar Ghani.
Oh, okay.
It's Umoja.
Okay.
Yeah, so Habar Ghani is what's the news, and then the word of the day is
unity.
Oh, Umoja.
Yeah. I didn't even know, but unity. I'm gonna say that.
Right in line.
We have you're hearing a lot of stuff that is discouraging in the news at this day.
Yeah.
And what I will tell you is organize, unify, and make a plan.
Yeah.
And let's start to execute, because we create our reality. And so either we can let everybody else create it for us and give us high blood pressure and all that other stuff, or we can make our utopia right here.
I hear that. So, unity. Karen Mueller, she agree with that. Unity. That's the word. And then she said, happy Monday. It's a crazy world, and it's getting weirder every day.
And stay tuned.
Sister Hughes, make you lose your shoes and shout all around the house. Again, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. Thank you, Nisi. Blessings to you as well. This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Qiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmond.
And we